Hey everybody, my name's Nina. Um, I'm back for a new video. In today's one, I'm going to be, well, it's kind of split. I'm going to make a second one related to this. I think this one is just about, well, both of these split videos will be, both of these videos will be made about something to do with my gender fluidity. One of them is, well, this video is about how my pride of being gender fluid, and the next video will be about kind of what when I came out as gender fluid, i.e. non-binary, what good when I came out and I knew I was identifying as non-binary, like what good it made for me, what improved in my life. Well, improved in my life. I just want to say that clearly. I think I did that properly. The word improved, I mean. Yeah. So, So in this video I'm going to talk about my pride of being gender fluid, and just to start everything off, when I said I was when I said I'm not non-binary, I've came to realization that gender fluid is part of non-binary umbrella term, so that technically means I'm non-binary or Enby. But in my way of being non-binary, I'm gender fluid. So I'm basically I'm one of the cisgender gender fluid, well, non-binary people, and yeah. So to start with everything, I'm going to say that I am proud of being gender fluid, and yeah. So I'm going to be going along with kind of how I'm proud of it, and kind of what makes me proud about, well, mostly about what makes me proud of being gender fluid, and just the basics, the principles of what it means to stand out as one. Yeah, it's not going to be very complicated. I'm not going to dive deep into much of everything. I'm just going to explain simply of why I'm proud. Well, I mean how I'm proud, really. So, yeah. So, the thing about me being non-binary and why I'm very proud, because like all non-binary people, we are unique. We're all different, and it's, there are a lot of things about us that make us, very different, and we're very unique, and a lot to align with that we're all humans too, and there's lots of things that we think that we're very proud about, and one of them, I mean, it makes like being different, like it's one of our pride of being gender fluid, because we're different, we're unique, and the way we express ourselves is quite very equal to what other people identify as, and because we use different pronouns, we use like different like we use different like, we use our certain names, and we just have like our own way of we have our own way of expressing ourselves. So it's, no matter which by the type of genetic we're born into, we express ourselves in so many beautiful ways, and it's, most of which takes, it's just mind blowing to a lot of people, and I think I must address to the non-binary people who have just come out of non-binary. You are unique and you are different. That's something to be proud of. And I think being a non-binary, when you class yourself as unique, there is so much of uniqueness in you that, makes you so special. Um, and I think that's one of the simplest ones. So, like, me being non-binary, one of the things I'm proud about is that it makes me unique. Because I use different pronouns, I go by a very I go by my own name, and I have a very personalized way, very unique way of expressing myself, and that's to do with pride. And that's like the good outcome of what it means to be a non-binary or gender fluid. Yeah, so that's one of them. Makes me unique. It makes me stand out. Well, identifying, well, being. I think the best way of saying identifying as non-binary is being non-binary, because being non-binary, like you are non-binary, means that you are non-binary, because that's who I am. And so when I mean identifying non-binary, I mean like my identity, because that's what I go by. Although not many people use identify, but I personally use it in a very different way from the actual the word in itself. So identity, when we talk about gender fluid or non-binary for that matter, is completely different from its own term in general. It just means your appearance within your own self, of what it means to be gender fluid or non-binary, and that's who I am. So yeah, my identity of what it means to be an Enby, and I use that term more than non-binary. Um, I use Enby more than non-binary. Me being an Enby, the way I am because I am Enby, that makes me different, unique, and that's something to be very proud of. The second is that why I'm proud to be non-binary is that we have our own pride flag, and we have like our own terms, and I think for the most I'm very proud of having our own flag, because it's representing our of who we are. So, and it's also like a very resilient example to us all in the NB communities and groups for which and yet yeah, and you see us with like our own pride badges, and when you see them you recognize like who we are, and just representing who we are, and like we have our own pride flag, which is something I'm proud to be non-binary about, because we have our own pride flag, and it makes us represent ourselves, and it's also like a very resilient image to who we are, um, because not only are we showing our flag to represent our pride, but we're also very resilient about showing who we are, and it's more so that we're much more stronger than anybody who thinks that people like us are opposed to what it means to be in a functioning society. And we deserve more rights than, well, no, actually no, we deserve rights in this society, and we stand against people who think that we're just you know social rejects, because we're not social rejects, we're humans. And for one thing, the pride flag represents who we are and our strength and resilience, and who we are, and that's something I'm very proud about. And I think quite soon I'm going to have one um, uh, I'm going to have one fixated to one of my walls to represent my sexuality or my gender identity. And yeah, that's the second thing why I'm proud about being non-binary. Me being um, well, we having our own pride flag, and the fact that I'm part of it, meaning I can represent my pride flag. of my own identity, and it's something, yeah. Third thing, trying to think what the third thing is. Yeah, I'm also proud to be non-binary for the third, because I don't have to worry about, you know, it makes me like, you know, it makes me into a human where I don't have to worry about, you know, the guilt and that the men and women, or the gendered people, have to face. Like, men feel the guilt of like hurting women, and they should be guilty if they hurt the women, whereas women, if they hurt the men, should be guilty like hurting them. But like, I see like in gender society, like, men get blamed a lot for hurting women for, like, I mean, I know it happens all the time. I agree that, you know, too much may have been hurting women, and of course, but we shouldn't be generalizing all the men, because not every man is an abuser. And of course, with this generalization continuously going on, lots of innocent men are feeling very guilty, and, you know, it's hurting them. Women seem to kind of have the same thing, because they're still being oppressed in the world, which is terrible. But even then, I often feel like they feel less guilt than they do with the men do. Although, for one thing, I think both men and women feel the same exact ways as the tide turns. But as a non-binary, I'm also the way I feel myself of neither gender. I don't have to worry about those things. And even though I know for a fact that there can be non-binary people that can be bad, being like genderless, I don't have to worry about the guilt of masculinity, because I'm just like in my own identity. I didn't have to worry about these things. So yeah, I don't really think the third thing of that, just pride, LinkedIn. Shut up, it's my family. Yeah, that's the third thing. Uh, yeah, the third thing was about me just feeling proud of just being myself, and I didn't have to worry about guilt. Um, I'm proud that I'm just some kind of unique human. But like, I didn't have much like reason, or like major reasons to say how I'm non-binary, um, but all just mean the same. But overall, those are the factors of why I'm proud to be non-binary. And yeah, so ever since I came out, I've become more stronger, and so yeah. But the pride just means the same thing. I'm just proud to be who I am, really. I'm proud to be non-binary myself. And everything, it just makes me a very unique person. Annoyingly, I do get called a man. I do get called by my dead name. Uh, you know, you guys know what my dead name. I mean, you people know what my dead name is, and I know a lot of you are learning, and some people already know it by now, which I'm very, very grateful of. But some people everywhere, like especially my family, they keep dead naming me, and like even my family, most of which say that they have a choice to either call me by my name I go by now, or my dead name. And for that matter, there is no choice. If you have a grandson or a son, or anybody, sorry, if you have a grand grandchild or grand adult, I didn't mean to say grandson, that was a slip of the tongue, and they choose to go by a different name, their own name, you should call them by their preferred name, because just having a choice not to call them by that, refusing to, is hurting them. It's going to hurt them. And that's what I want to tell you all as well. If you have a friend or a child, an adult you are a parent to, and they come out as non-binary, and they ask you to ask you to call them by their preferred name, the name they now go by, and their decided pronouns, you should call them by that, because by respecting them by their identity and their name and pronouns, it makes them feel more accepted. And the lack of respect and acceptance can lead them to feeling very outcasted, and they probably would develop a wish to escape the family due to your irrespect, and that's something nobody ever wants to have because families are meant to be happy, not oppressors, you know. Yeah, that's what I just wanted to put out there. It's just a video about me saying my pride about being non-binary and why I'm proud. And yeah, it's just, I've thought of something I wanted to do to upload a video to my channel. That's the thing. I'm gonna be doing my second video soon, when I can, maybe tomorrow morning, hopefully. Well, it's the 22nd of August already. It's just 18:19, like 12 o'clock even. But I'll probably do it when I can soon. It's like a part 2. Pardon me. I drank too much coffee. Yeah. Well, I'm going to wind things down now and make a video soon. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll be uploading soon. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye. And remember, my name is Nina. My pronouns are she, him, they, them. I'm not a man. I'm an Enby. And I bid you all a good evening or night or morning wherever you are in the world. Yeah, bye-bye.